Today we're finishing the weapons, shield, and jetpack of our Unicorn Gundam. As I said before, today we are going to build our weapons, shield, and jetpack for our Unicorn Gundam, and be sure to stay tuned because later we are going to show it in destroy mode. Finally, I know you guys have been waiting for that, and I am very excited to get this thing done. So without further ado, let's get into the speed build right now. Now that we are finally finished with our builds, we've got our awesome looking jetpack with its two little thrusters at the bottom, and we actually get a couple more thrusters that fold out of the sides, and I believe those are part of destroy mode, but we will see the whole thing in destroy mode in just a bit, so hold on for that. And we also have our awesome shield that can also transform into destroy mode. Can't wait for that. And we have our rifle, which actually has a removable mag. That's pretty cool. We'll see that closer up in a bit. And we also have our bazooka, which is also really awesome, and we will also take a closer look at that right now. Taking a closer look at our progress today, you can see if I turn him around, you have that awesome blue jetpack, and that goes with the blue bottoms of his feet, and this thing is looking awesome. I cannot wait to show you guys this thing in destroy mode. I haven't seen it fully transformed yet, but I cannot wait to show you, and I cannot wait to see it. Now the shield, you can see this is just kind of the mounting piece that attaches it to his arm, and that just slides on. It doesn't click, but it's made to be kind of gravity held in, and it's very easy to remove, which I do and don't like. But on the back of the shield you can really see kind of how this works a little bit, and to turn it into destroy mode I just kind of slide this down. You can see how easily that moves, and I think that is definitely one thing that Bandai has over a lot of model companies, is just the precision in their molding allows you to just create all of these crazy little mechanisms with their parts and just really do a great job on their models without too much effort. Now, this is what the shield looks like in destroy mode, and this thing looks awesome, and that gives you kind of an idea of how the entire Gundam is going to look like in a little bit. Now, before we do that, I want to show you the weapons. This is the rifle. You can see that he has a nice barrel on there, and the little handle there, and we also have a little flip out handle for extra stability, and we also have our little sight there, and if we pull it, we are actually able to drop out the mag, which has its little handle there so that you can pull it out easier. Now this thing looks absolutely awesome, and it actually has some little teeth, and you put it in the mag well there and it just kind of goes in like so, and you push it back and it's locked in, and it looks awesome again. Taking a closer look at our bazooka on its own, you can see that this thing is really packed with detail, and a lot of that is pre-molded detail, and some other parts of that is little parts that you actually put in. Now one of those parts is this little part in the back that you can actually slide back a bit to be able to release the magazine, which you can see actually has some little rockets or missiles in there, and it's very, very cool, and that can actually stand up on its own, which I think is a nice little touch. Now with that out of there, you can actually slide this piece back, and we can also slide the barrel out a bit, and that is awesome and gives it just a little bit longer look, and I think that this looks really awesome. And we also have a little handle that can just kind of fold out there, and it looks really great. And I also love the barrel details on the end, and it does have a little bit of a hollow barrel, but it doesn't go back too far. So with that said, let's go on and look at this thing in destroy mode. Quick disclaimer, with the exception of this beam saber piece right here, this pink one, I have not added or taken away any parts of this Gundam, and that can just show you how this thing transforms, and just everything has been built into the legs or arms or head and everything done, so you can just fold it out and transform it, much like a Hasbro Transformer, but on a whole nother level, just way more precision, way crazier, and much more difficult, if I'm honest. And that is just crazy to me how Bandai has created instructions that have allowed us to be able to build this thing and have it be able to transform with not too much trouble. And I just think this thing is looking absolutely awesome. I haven't quite finished it. I'm still going to do some painting and weathering, but straight out of the box, it is done. And this just looks, I mean, it looks absolutely awesome to me. And this beam saber, it actually flipped out, and I just added that pink part right there, and everything else in it is from a different set of sprue called A1. This one is from its own little piece of sprue that I'm pretty sure doesn't have a name, but that is a little pink piece of sprue, and the rest of it is kind of a orangish, reddish, pink kind of mix, and it looks different from different angles, but it looks really cool from any angle to me. Now you can see from the side he's got just so much detail. All these tiny little parts create this amazing little model. And you can also see on the backpack, or the jetpack, even it transforms and adds 2 more rocket boosters along with 2 beam sabers sticking out the top. He also has a flip out beam saber on the other arm, and this thing is absolutely crazy. He also has 2 more rocket boosters here and here, so he can maneuver a little bit better. And speaking of here, you'll notice that the entire knee has kind of exploded, and the way that kind of works is you have to unfold a few parts, but with the exception of that, you kind of, I'll reset it there, you'll notice that that kind of pinkish red part has disappeared, and to open that you actually push back this, or I should say to show it, you gotta apply some force, but you'll notice it just popped out, and that is crazy, and it puts that at a perfect angle and just looks absolutely crazy, and that's basically how the whole thing is. It's just a bunch of little mechanisms. You push one thing and another thing pops out, and it's just so crazy to me that Bandai has done this. It's just very, very awesome. All the precision, all the tiny little parts have really come into play here, and it just looks so freaking awesome to me. And this shield is also looking really cool. You can see again on the back he has 4 more little rocket boosters under there. I'll try to get you a better look there, but that just looks awesome, and you can see kind of how that folds in and out, and that, and this thing is very poseable, and I am very much so looking forward to doing the base and the painting and all of the details in future episodes of the Unicorn Gundam series. Overall, I am very happy with how this thing has come out. It took a lot of tedious work and a ton of little tiny pieces to get it where it is today, and I personally think it looks awesome. And I know I've said that a lot, and that is because it really is very awesome. Now, if you want to pick yourself up one of these, as always, I have links in the description below so you can pick up this, and I also have a couple different versions of the Unicorn Gundam kit down there, and I have those described in more detail in past videos of the series, which I will have linked at the end of this video. So if you get yourself one of these, I definitely recommend starting the series over, and you can kind of compare mine to yours and see how it goes. Now, that said, we also have our decals still to go in future videos, and we also have our base to build, and we still have some painting and weathering to go, so this thing is not quite done, but you can definitely see it is looking awesome. So, with that said, be sure to like, subscribe, click that bell so you never miss a video, and check out this awesome playlist, which is the Unicorn Gundam playlist, and be sure to check out this video, which is the one that YouTube recommends just for you. And I'll see you next time on LuclearFusion.